We are now live.
Albert. Oh, you have a cousin?
Hey kids, looks like you found your dad's anime stash. And it's going to be a good one because this week we're reviewing Desert Punk, which
The
is
best damn
Inside's
anime.
top 200 anime.
It's in my top 15 for sure.
Oh man, too bad we stopped at 10. You could have got there. Last week we talked about
I almost made it in just because, but then I thought about Digimon.
Are you drinking watermelon Mountain Dew?
Mm-hmm.
That is gross.
It's all
So it
right.
was Baja Blast out of a can. I got
Really?
a case of Baja Blast and I thought it'd be good, but it's not. It
Yeah,
does
it's
not
not.
taste the same.
The
It needs that fresh, made next to a taco taste.
No, the have you tried the apple one that they had?
No.
It's like it tastes like a ginger ale kind of, but it is really surprisingly good.
Apple Mountain Dew. I saw you could buy a case of the mixed flavors. What the hell are we talking about, man?
We talk about Mountain Dew.
Yeah. So
To be
Desert
honest,
Punk.
I think it is very appropriate because Desert Punk seems like he'd drink Mountain Dew.
He does. Desert Punk is kind of the story of what would happen if Vash the Stampede was a total piece of shit, right?
Yeah. He is the most human ever to human. He is the worst person. He's how did I have it put? I was thinking about this for a while, for a few days. It's like Desert Punk is the most lovable piece of shit person that has ever graced TV.
Really? More so than Yusuke?
But he's a bigger shit than Yusuke, though.
He is a bigger shit than Yusuke.
He's a way bigger shit.
He's one of the biggest shits I've seen.
But he's honest. He's honest.
He is honest. You got to give him that. He knows what he wants. He goes after it. He's makes me uncomfortable at times, but
was it the grooming?
Yeah, the grooming. I did not care for that at all.
I laughed my ass off.
And
at least he was honest. And she offered. Is it grooming if she offers?
Yes.
Okay.
It's absolutely grooming. Listen, there are too many good animes that you start watching and then there's grooming in it. And it's like, shit, man.
When did it come out? When did it come out? It came out
early 2000s.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very early 2000s anime. So
2004.
2004. Where did you watch it?
Online.
Online?
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube?
No.
It's all on YouTube.
I noticed that.
So
I watched like the last episode or two, like 22 or 21, 23.
2004 seems right for this because this was like the Funimation was still riding high from Dragon Ball Z, and they were like, we can dub whatever the fuck we want, and people will buy it.
Funimation that dubbed it.
Wow. It was. Did you not recognize the voices?
It does make sense.
Yeah.
I always think about Gonzo because they have that big Gonzo whenever it comes on.
They do. I love the opening. I love the theme song.
Bro,
it's so bad. That live action opening. So stupid.
It's the best opening, but this is my thing. Openings need to get you prepared for the show. And it totally gets you prepared for this show.
Yeah.
It totally, because I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, I thought this was an anime. And then lo and behold, it was an anime. And it was, how does the song go? Oh, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the ending. One circle.
Draw one circle, then draw another circle, and don't
Now
forget the eyes.
one bigger circle. Yeah, that's how you make a suna bazoo. Bazo. I always mess up that word.
But you're right, man. Watching that opening, even though it's live action, it's anime, that does get you prepared for what you're going to see. It puts you in that.
Albert, can you finish what you was doing over there?
It puts you in that mindset that you're like, what the hell?
I exactly to do that. Oh yeah.
Do you need to get your dog?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it can do what it wants.
Okay. I mean, the dog's only been on the podcast once.
She's fine.
All right. So that opening, it puts you in the mindset of like, what the fuck is this? And then you just stay that way for the next 22 minutes.
20 episodes, 24.
Yeah, well, every episode's like 22 minutes, right?
I'd say after the first episode, you get a feel for what it is.
Yeah, but it still hits you different. It's still everything's still weird, but weird in a different way. So the first episode.
What was the first? I don't.
It starts with the dude getting the shit beat out of him because of his That's what's your favorite part, man.
I thought that came a little after. Dude, that was hilarious.
It's like that's how you meet Desert Punk. These group of desert raiders are like, man, they're bad dudes. They're gonna kill this dude and rape his wife, but then they find out she's ugly as shit, so they just beat the hell out of him.
Yes. That was pretty much the whole episode.
Yeah. I mean, not much happened until you met Rain Spider.
Oh yeah, and that was the next episode. Rain Spider's.
Was that episode 2 or was that episode?
It was
3?
episode 2. I think he meets Rain Spider. Yeah, because episode 2 is rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
And that's when they. Is that when they? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's when they get bamboozled by the old man and his daughter.
In the village where they're captain of the water.
No.
No, this is the old where he says he's gonna buy the daughter from Rain Spider. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any money.
Yeah. The one where the old man runs a collection racket.
Yeah. So the old man's going around borrowing money from different places and then he skips town. Smart dude.
And he burns the contract too. Because apparently they carried the contract with them whenever they go to collect, I guess.
Maybe it's a law thing. Like probably. In case someone stops them, they can show it. But
the thing I love about this show is like every character that doesn't have a meaning, you see them like throughout the entire series.
What do you mean?
Like the dude who got beat up because his wife was ugly.
Yeah.
Like
the background characters.
Yeah, you see him like every blue moon, you'll see him. And in this episode, there's that dude who starts singing like an intro song for Rain Spider and Desert Punk when they're about to fight.
Yeah.
And he comes back and he's when he comes back, he's singing another song.
Doesn't he sing a song when they're trying to break the rock?
He sings a lot. Yeah, I think so. He sings a lot of songs.
His songs are shit, man.
I thought the Rain Spider and Desert Punk song was kind of on point.
All right.
Not a good song, but like
we just have different musical taste.
Probably. Like they were on point. Like they fit the character. And like the rug pull they give you in that episode is pretty good too. Whenever they're about to fight and you're expecting it to be like some like really, because you've seen Desert Punk fight already, and Rain Spider's supposed to be like at least I guess upon his level, and then they are basically just standing behind two rocks taking pot shots at each other, and that's all they do until they run out of bullets. Then I think they use like rocks, weapons, like a stick, and then the girl comes and knocks them both out.
Yeah, They fight for like hours and hours.
It's like the whole day.
And they're like, "You're pretty good." Like, no, dude.
Y'all are just shooting.
What the hell are you guys even doing?
Everybody pumped the fight up, and they were like watching, and they're like, "I'm leaving." That was a good episode. I like it. All these episodes are pretty good.
It's very absurd anime. Something you've watched. You watched this what 30 times?
No, this was my second time.
40?
This was just my second time.
40
Tank and
seconds.
Machine Gun. Oh, Dragon Kong. That's the
Yeah.
next episode. Oh, we haven't talked about Junko yet.
Okay, Junko's a bitch, man.
Everybody in this show is a terrible person, except for Stryker.
Everybody in most things we watch are just terrible people.
Oh, they're on a different level in this show.
Well, it's tougher, man. They got to survive.
Hey, and I appreciate that. There's no the civilization that they have is shit, and they're all shit people.
They're making it work, except for Desert Punk, not as well as he thinks.
He wants
fucking AC blown.
Oh yeah, he wants to.
Every other episode, the AC gets blown in his helmet, and he's so mad.
Wouldn't you be mad too?
I would. It seems pretty hot out there.
Oh yeah, this is the first episode with the Machine Gun Brothers too.
Now you love the Machine Gun Brothers.
Oh, I love the Machine Gun. Every time they show up, they're hilarious. Especially Yusuke's not that funny, but I didn't recognize his voice until you mentioned it. Then I was like,
I can't believe you didn't recognize Yusuke.
I think it was the little filter that they do for the masks.
Maybe
That kind of threw me
maybe
off.
you're just crazy.
And I was laughing a lot. I was like, it's an enjoyable show.
It is.
Like, if you want to watch something that you don't have to focus on, and just like you're down for whatever, and you want to cut your brain off, watch Desert Punk.
Yeah, it's got some plot. It moves forward. The thing is, the plot revolves around the jokes, so it gives you just enough plot to keep moving forward to give you more jokes. Like you're talking about Junko. So what are they called? They're not assassins. They're
Mercenaries.
Collectors. Was it?
No, the only collector was Rain Spider was a collector. They're mercenaries, I believe.
Yeah, they're mercenaries. They take that's
what they call them.
They take those jobs, and he runs into Junko, who he doesn't know is a mercenary, and then she used her feminine wiles, as all women do in anime, and she takes the necklace, which is the key, and then she hires him to help her later on. The
next episode.
Yeah.
Is it?
There's the Rain Spider episode, and then there's the episode.
Oh.
She hires him and the Machine Gun Brothers, and then she finds out that they grew up together, and everybody thinks Desert Punk's a fucking joke.
I feel like we skipped.
Maybe
we skipped the sniper episode.
Oh yeah, where he meets the groomer.
The groomer.
Sniper episode. The sniper episode was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. And then the episode. Oh, that's the one with the whale, where the girl promises she'd have sex with him if he defended the village, and then he goes, how did it happen? So the raiders come to attack, and he's like, well, I'm gonna blow up the well, so because I just have to defend the village, I don't have to protect the well.
Yeah.
And then the village turns on him and is like, you piece of shit. That's like because it's a well, they're in a desert. So
it's a well in the middle of the desert, man. It's gonna make him rich.
Yeah, and I forgot what he put. He was like, it was poison and thing. Everyone got mad at him, and then he comes and kills all of the people.
He puts poison and C4 on the well. Yeah. It says he's gonna blow it.
Then he beats them, and then they ship him off into the desert, in the middle of the
with
desert,
the traitor.
with the traitor
They drop him in the middle of the desert to die.
because he wanted to have sex with his daughter, with the chief's
With
daughter.
the chief's daughter, yeah.
And and then the next episode, I think, is the one where he tries to walk back.
He's
Right?
trying to walk back with the guy, and then he passes out, and the machine gun brothers save him. And then just make fun of it. Make fun of him for it for the rest of the series.
Yep.
They take him back to their village and just tell everyone what happened. Making fun of him the whole time. There was one where I don't remember which machine gun brother it was, and he's like, and you wouldn't believe it, he shit his pants out there.
I think that was Yusuke.
We found him, he was covered in piss.
And then he just chases him.
And chases him. And then things get weird.
Yeah, I forget what happened after that.
The chick shows up to be his apprentice.
Oh, yeah.
And he agrees to take her under his wing because her mom is hot, and hopefully she's going to grow up hot.
That's not her mom.
That's not her mom. But still, this is a horrible, horrible thing to do.
Because later on she goes, isn't your mom hot? Oh, no, because he was talking about boobs.
Yeah, when Junko showed up again.
And she was like,
don't encourage him, okay? This is bad. It's downright illegal.
And she was, I don't think it is.
I think grooming is illegal.
In our civilization, not in theirs.
Well, I hope it should be illegal everywhere.
It should
even
be.
In the desert.
It should be. But that reminds. Did you see the Striker episode? With the guy named Striker.
Who was Striker?
The virtuous guy. And I don't think you did. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have seen it. Darn, that's one. I'm not gonna tell you about it.
No, tell me about it.
So it's okay.
If you don't, we just have dead air.
So Stryker is this dude that was like government. He worked for the government, the Oasis government, and I don't remember. I don't think they explain what happens, but basically he uses Kimpo, and he's extremely like virtuous. Like the episode starts with them seeing like two kids and like in the desert, like orphans, and Desert Punk is basically like, I'm not gonna help him, because that's stupid. I think he attempts to take them and sell them.
That sounds correct.
And then Stryker is like, no, you can have me instead of them for whatever you want. And then he, like, the whole episode is him trying to sell Stryker basically. And it turns out towards the end of the episode that the little kids are running a racket that, like, and they're wanted because, as he was about to sell Stryker, the police like arrest him, and it turns out that the kids are they run a racket that they steal everything from the people who try to save them, and the whole time Desert Punk is like, yeah, told you I didn't want to save those shits.
Who is not running a racket in this show, man? Just Desert Punk because he's not smart enough?
I think he has a stable job.
Does he?
I mean, he works for hire.
Working for hire isn't stable, man.
I mean,
you can't raise a family on being an Uber driver unless you can. I have no idea.
I mean, he doesn't have a family. He just has his groomer, his groomie.
He has his groomie, but then he also, he has rent to pay.
Did you see his no, you didn't get to see it. I think that's the next episode. His what did he call it? He called it sex dungeon or something?
His sex dungeon.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but basically he traps Junko in it because you saw the part where she betrayed him, right?
Yeah. She does nothing but fucking betray him.
Well, yeah, she betrays. Who was it? The millionaire dude. Her. Whenever he's trying to go into that ruin, the one that brought the game of living. The old Kozuki.
The
Kozuki.
game of living.
Yeah. Okay. I can't see his name. Why don't you want to tell me his name? It's that old man that hires Junko, and Junko hires Desert Punk. And
Oh, okay. I know which guy you're talking about.
yeah, him.
And he gets trapped in a sex dungeon?
No, she betrays them two on that mission as well, as she typically does.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fight a robot from like the what do they call it? The dark period, dark time, or whatever. Whatever's
From back when they were robots. Gotcha.
back before the apocalypse, essentially. And the robots were basically robots made to fight wars. Like we're building, soon. But she betrays him to get him because apparently, like any tech from pre-apocalypse is worth a lot of money. So she betrays him to make the money, and then he captures her, basically. And the next episode is him trying to get in her pants
Every
in his
episode.
in his sex dungeon. And the sex dungeon ends with like basically she beats him up for about half the episode because it's just her in there.
The problem is, man, every episode with her seems to be the same.
It does. And then
But why does he have a sex dungeon?
Because he found it.
Oh, he found a sex dungeon.
He found a secret area, like a I forgot what it was, underground like ruin, and he built it up essentially
into a sex dungeon.
Yeah. It's like a sex maze.
A sex maze, okay.
Dungeon. It's like a sex maze dungeon.
Okay.
Because
none of this makes him sound good.
It doesn't. It never does. But it's hilarious.
I think you're giving him everything you say about him makes him sound worse, and you're giving him a lot more leeway than you should, man.
But it's hilarious. It's not real. I hope.
Maybe not.
I hope
not
he's
yet.
not a real person. But yeah, like the dungeon, it starts off, she's in the right room, and like he turns up the heat in it. So she starts sweating or whatever. And of course, she has to take off her clothes. And no, he makes her hot. And then, like, he makes her have to go take a bath because she got all sweaty. So she takes a bath and he takes her clothes while she's taking a bath. And then while she's in her towel, he turns the AC on. So she has to change into the clothes he prepared for her. Which, can you guess what the outfit was?
I'm gonna guess like a cat girl outfit.
No, it's a swimsuit. It's like one of those one-piece swimsuits with red heels.
Oh yeah, this all makes sense.
And then, basically after that, he moves it to another. He gets her to go into another room, and then he comes in and tries to like. How does he do it? It's in the dark, and he's like, "Yeah, now you're gonna be mine. You're gonna have my little desert punk baby or whatever." And she like kicks him in the face she kicks him in the nuts because he's like about to run up to her, and she hits him in the face, and he loses his memory, so they can't get unlocked out. They can't get out of the thing, so they're stuck in there for like 4 or 5 days. With her just like, it's just whenever he remembers boobs and that he wants to have her baby. And then she hits him and she just beats, and it's just a cycle. for those days, I guess. And then like they don't have food, so they're getting all tired and stuff. And she makes them sign a contract that absolves her of all sins. But the way she does it is she's like, I'll have sex with you since we're gonna die. Just like sign this paper or whatever. And he signs it because he's about to die. And then he wakes up and you find out that his apprentice Groomy, uh found her because she knew where his sex dungeon was. But and then the end of the episode is just like all the villagers stealing everything out of his dungeon and singing a song about it, and it's great. It's awesome. It's great. It's so 2000s.
This is very early 2000s.
So when are you gonna finish it? Never.
Probably never.
Oh,
I'm pretty deep into Space Brothers. I got to keep going with that.
what is Space Brothers?
Two brothers see a UFO when they're kids, and then decide to become astronauts.
Oh.
And one of them does, and the other does not. And then through a series of circumstances, the older brother tries to become an astronaut after his younger brother does. And there's a dog in it. And you get to hear a Japanese person do impersonation of a white person. It's pretty good.
Oh, you didn't get to see the shit truck.
The shit truck. What's the shit truck?
They get hired by the Machine Gun's brother's sister, who works for the government, to protect him. And the Machine Gun brothers protect a shit truck that goes to like another settlement and just takes the shit for fertilizer.
Gotcha.
And Rain Spider Rain Spider has like a group of mercenaries, and they're trying to steal the shit truck.
Right, because you gotta have it.
Because it's expensive.
Shit's expensive, yeah.
Especially in a place where water is lacking, I guess is the word. And you need to have food to feed all those people, so they need fertilizer.
Right. But how are you going to grow the crops without water?
They never answered that.
Okay.
They didn't think of the answer to that.
That's the only flaw in the entire show.
Nah, they don't need to. There's water. I think they have it in the Oasis. Junko comes to.
So what was your favorite moment in the whole show?
Oh, man. I don't know. I do like the part. Man. Oh, you know what? It's probably when it's like the first episode with the Machine Gun Brothers, and he snaps, and one of them just goes, "You can't fuck with him right now. He's driven by rage and boobs or something, right?"
Yeah.
Oh no, that was in
yourself, huh?
That was in the dog episode. That was in the dog episode when they had that dream that Kosuna.
Oh, the dog lady. Yeah, when his libido overtook the curse.
Yeah, and it just broke. That was great. It was a good episode.
I don't know, man. I think it peaked pretty early with the guy getting the shit beat out of him because his wife was ugly. This is great. It's a great thing to start off on.
It does have a lot of more jokes towards the beginning, and then it kind of gets seriouser. Not much, but a little, as like the show, like around the end of it. Because at the end, I know you didn't get there, and you probably won't, but I'll tell you. Anyway, the end is like basically the guy that millionaire guy that I was talking about earlier. He shows back up. The Machine Gun Brothers' sister shows back up. Stryker shows back up, and they're all like a part of the resistance, and they're trying to overthrow the Oasis government. And they hire Desert Punk. And
Yeah, he's the perfect choice.
yes. And then Desert Punk seemingly dies,
Mhm.
running away. And he like finally is like, Kosuna, you get to be a full mercenary now. Go help right here. I'm gonna attempt to protect them from like the rear, because they're not just gonna attack from the front. But he's trying to run away, and then they kill him off screen and everything. And then the next episode is like Kosuna, and she's the new Desert Punk, and she has an apprentice. And then they I just watched this and I can't remember it.
That makes it sound so good.
Well, no, I remember it, but I can't. It was on 1.5 speed, by the way.
What? Why?
I was trying to hurry up and finish it. But just so I can say I finished it again. But I'm gonna rewatch it. Basically, what happens is the Machine Gun Brothers, her Rain Spider, all of them like go to like this council meeting for the thing, and it's really a trap because there's another one of those robots like hunting the resistance people, the
Right.
underground mercenaries. That's what they call them. And basically, Kosuna, from what I read, Kosuna finds out that Desert Punk is alive, and he's leading now the Oasis government team because he switched sides and he wasn't really dead. And then like that last episode is him battling her, from what I can tell.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah, the ending was I feel like that was probably one of those like we have to end it somehow anime decisions.
Right.
I feel like the manga didn't end like that.
This is based off a manga.
Yes.
Sounds like it's based off of nothing, but I believe you.
I mean, I think it is. Maybe not.
All right.
Because I think it ended in 2000 and... Well, no, it went on hiatus in 2005. It returned in 2009 for another year. And went on hiatus again in 2010. So yeah, it might be just that.
That's cool. All right.
I think I want to read the manga now.
I'm probably not going to do that.
I will. Maybe.
Anything else you want to add? Any great moments? Any reason you think people should pick it up?
Because it's just hilarious. It's really good. Like, I'll tell you how I found it. Like one day I was on, I think it was Hulu, and I was like, I don't have anything to watch. I watched all the recent things that come out. I watched all the backlog stuff I wanted to watch, and I was like, it's Desert. What the hell is Desert Punk? It's an anime. Whatever. I'll watch it. Watched the first episode with my brother, and I think we ended up watching like all of it, like either that day or within 2 or 3 days, and we loved it because it was hilarious.
This isn't the first time I've heard of Desert Punk. I'm pretty sure my brother had the bootleg DVD set at one point, but I don't think I ever watched it. Back when I was a young man, you would have to buy bootleg DVDs off of eBay, and they would pretend like they were the real thing, but you knew they weren't because there were 12 episodes per disc.
Huh, I didn't know they sold bootlegs on eBay.
You can still get them.
Oh, I never went on eBay. Never mind.
You've never been on eBay ever?
I've been on it recently, but not like back in the gap.
I didn't have a
card to like a credit card or whatever for a long time. Didn't get one until I was like 28, which was 2 years ago.
Well, you have one now. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
So what do you think, man? How would you rate Desert Punk?
a
Is it
solid S minus.
an S minus? My God,
Yep.
you are all about this.
I love it. The art is cool. The art is
I
really
like
good.
the art is good because it's not like stuck to one format.
No, it
It
definitely
flows
switches.
however it needs.
Yeah, it's definitely good. The art, like, it's just one of those shows that you're either gonna like it or you're gonna hate it because it's nothing hard. Like, it's not gonna change your life ever.
Right.
Like, I don't think you're gonna watch it and have a what do you call it, epiphany, and be like, oh, I'm living the wrong way. Unless you're like Desert Punk and you might change and be a good person afterwards.
Yeah.
You might be like, oh, I'm doing all these things. He's a shit. That means I'm a shit. Let's not do that anymore. But
So you think he could be an example of how not to live your life?
yes,
It's good.
I mean, but it's overall a decent show.
I liked
Like
it.
the dubbing is pretty good.
Funimation knows what they're doing, but you could tell like they were just going over the top with this.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was meant to be though. Like
Yeah.
I didn't read the manga, but I feel like if it was a fairly accurate representation of the manga, yeah, it totally was one of those JoJo Bizarre Adventure kind of like, let's just throw everything at this wall, the whole spaghetti pot, and whatever sticks. And if
Yeah.
they like it, they like it.
It reminded me of Cromartie High School.
I still never watched that.
The episodes are only like 5 minutes. You should check it out.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're lying about the 5-minute thing.
No, it's multiple really short episodes.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Like what is that called?
Way of the House Husband.
I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of the Secret Life of High School Boys. It's a show Ash likes, and it's pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
It's pretty
Ash
funny.
likes High School Boys. Get that on the record.
Yep. And High
I
School
liked it.
Girl.
Not as much as you. I didn't finish it, like I said. I gave it a B.
See, that's good. That's over middle.
It's over the middle. So overall, we get an A. So, all right.
I feel like Mark loved it.
Well, Mark's not here to tell us.
I don't think Mark even watched it. He didn't say anything about it.
Mark probably died when we weren't looking.
That's fine. He should have did it on camera, so we could have it.
He should have done it on camera. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and
spin on the wheel. Wow, we can actually see the stuff now. Why am I scrolling my screen like I'm the one in control of it?
Yeah, you don't touch the wheel. This is the better wheel. We're not stuck with Mark's crap.
Yeah, this one I can actually read. Code.
Anything you're hoping it lands on?
Desert Punk.
Desert Punk. Is that still on the wheel?
Yeah, it's right here. Well,
if it lands on that, we'll just move on. All right, we're going for it. You ready?
I hope it's not prison school. I really hope it's not prison school.
Recovery of an MMO junkie. That's crazy. Because I was looking at that and I was like, man, I hope it doesn't land on that. But here it did.
You could spin it again. I wouldn't tell anyone.
It's live. Not much we can do on that. Recovery of an MMO junkie actually isn't bad. It's just
is that the girl?
It's a girl. She pretends to be a guy online, and then she falls in love with a girl online, a guy online pretending to be a girl.
Yeah. Okay. I know which one which one this is. I haven't watched it though. It's on Crunchyroll. Okay. So I don't.
It's
Oh,
out there. We
the
can find
problem
it.
the problem with watching some of them are I have to stream it on my iPad on the online, and I get tired of exiting out of all the pop ups
Oh,
just to start.
so maybe you should stop doing illegal things.
I mean, they should have it on a site that doesn't have ads.
Oh, that's true. I agree.
That I pay for. If I pay for Hulu and I don't want ads that are like 10 minutes,
I don't know. My Hulu is ad free. I can't call it my Hulu. I don't. I'm not 100% sure whose Hulu it is, but the Hulu I use is ads free.
I used to have it, but I'm too poor now. Oh, there's only 10 episodes. Oh no, that's season 2. What?
Wait, what? I thought
There's
there was only one season.
I thought so too.
You know what? We'll figure it out. Yeah, there's only 10 episodes.
Oh,
10
okay.
episodes and an OVA.
Okay. Do we have to watch
We'll,
the OVA?
we'll figure it out. We'll watch it and we will review it. No idea what's happening next week because I won't be here, but someone may or may not be here. And then there will be a week after that at some point where we watch Recovery of an MMO Junkie.
Or we could just finish watching the last half of Desert Punk and do Desert Punk again.
Or you can watch that on your own and then just
I'm gonna do it. I'll
while
probably
I'm
mention it.
reviewing MMO Junkie, you could be reviewing Desert Punk.
Again.
Yeah.
Or we could do Digimon.
We will. We will. It's gonna happen when it lands on the Wii. When season 2 lands, it's just gonna be Digimon for the rest of the year.
So it's season 2. You don't have season 1 on there. Oh, or did you already do season
We
1?
already did season 1. It was the
Okay, I
first
wasn't
S
here.
plus we got.
I wasn't here. I thought y'all did it. I wasn't sure.
We did. We loved it. All right, Sai,
I missed season 1.
you wanna end the podcast in your classic manner?
Bye. No, I'm just playing. So take that little boxy box, which we didn't talk about yet, and put that tape back in. Throw all the dirty socks and dust back on it. You got to remember the crunchy socks too. Those are the most important ones to put back, and just slide it back because it's been your dad's anime stash.